For today's lesson, we are going to be reviewing our vocabulary words that we learned on Monday. We are also going to be rereading our story, How Animals Communicate, and also completing our phonics activity with our decodable in our reader's notebook. So let's get started.
Now let's look back. To begin our lesson, we are going to review our vocabulary words. In the story at our vocabulary words that we saw in Prairie Dogs. Our first vocabulary word that we see is the word creek. Creek. Say the word creek. At the bottom of the page, underneath the red letters that say Introduce Oral Vocabulary, here is where we will find the definition or meaning of these words. Our first word, creek, means a small stream or brook. In our story, it says, near Prairie Dog Creek, you can see thousands of prairie dogs living in nature. So a creek is a small stream or brook. Our next vocabulary word is the word warn. Warn. Say the word warn. The word warn means to tell others about danger. In our story, it says, their high-pitched barks warn each other when enemies are around. Our next vocabulary word is the word crowd. Crowd. Say the word crowd. The word crowd means a large number of people or animals gathered together. In our story, we see the word crowd when it says, now that's a crowd. Our next word is the word agreement. Agreement. Say the word agreement. The word agreement means having the same feeling or opinion. In our story, the word agreement is used when it says, unfortunately, not everyone is in agreement about the prairie dogs. So our word is agreement. Our next vocabulary word is the word disgust. Disgust. Say the word disgust. The word disgust means talked about with another person or group. In our story, the word disgust is used when it says, as a result, towns and states have discussed what to do about prairie dogs. So our word is disgust. Our last vocabulary word is the word bills. Bills. Say the word bills. The word bills means an idea for laws that are presented to the government. In our story, the word bills is used when it says, some areas have even passed bills and laws that protect these important, adorable, and playful animals. So the word is bills. Next, we are going to be rereading our story from yesterday. An animal will tug and grab. Our caption on our photo says, animals touch. So let's read our sentence at the bottom together. An animal will tug and grab. One more time. An animal will tug and grab. An animal can hug its baby. How do elephants hug? Look at our picture of the two elephants. we can see that the mother elephant has her trunk or nose around the baby. So we could say that elephants hug by using their trunks. The dog and cat are friends. How can you tell? In our picture, we can see the cat and dog are laying with each other. It almost looks like they're cuddling. So we can tell the dog and cat are friends because they are laying with each other. What is in the grass? Animals can hear it. They will run away from it. And our caption says, animals hear. Do you know what kind of animal is in our picture here? Some might know, but this animal is a rattlesnake. Their tail makes a rattling noise that other animals can hear. A bird will sing, "Here I am." Have you ever heard a bird sing? A wolf will call to its pack, "Here I am." Do you remember in our last lesson when we read about Meg and Ellie and the wolves? If you remember in our story, one of the wolves howled and the other wolves came towards it. So a wolf can call or howl to its pack to let them know where they are at. Why will a dog press its legs down? It will let dogs see, I can play. So why will a dog press its legs down? A dog will press its legs down to let other dogs know it would like to play. And our caption says, animals see. Some bees will buzz and dance if they find food. Some bees will buzz and dance if they find food. A mom can tell the smell of its baby. A mom can tell the smell of its baby. And our caption at the top says, animals smell. Why do you think it would be important for a mom to be able to tell the smell of her baby? We could say maybe if the baby and mother got lost or separated, the mother could smell and see if she could smell her baby. An animal can have a bad smell. It will make animals run away from it. So in our picture, we see a deer, but we also see another animal hiding in the grass. Do you know what that black and white animal is called? That animal is a skunk. Have you ever smelled a skunk spray before? P-U. A skunk smell is a horrible smell. I would say I think it smells like rotten eggs. You do not want to smell when a skunk sprays. So in our story, we were talking about how animals communicate. If we remember our essential question, it asked us how animals communicate.
Now let's read our decodable crabs. As we read through our story, be looking for words that have the short I sound, and also words that blend with an R. For example, crabs. We hear the crabs. So let's get started. This is a crab. It is a big, big crab. Ooh, it looks so funny. It looks like it has big eyes and a nose and a mouth. Ooh, this crab gives me the chills. It looks so scary. So let's read over our sentence together. This is a crab. It is a big, big crab. Do you see any words on our page that have the short I sound? The word big, b-ig, has the short I sound. And we mentioned earlier how the word crab blends with the letter R when we say crab. A crab has 10 legs. Yes, a crab has 10 legs. So let's read this again together. A crab has 10 legs. Yes, a crab has 10 legs. Oh, wow. Did you know that a crab had 10 legs? It really does. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's the same on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How crazy. A crab has 10 legs. Crabs zip on wet rocks. Crabs sit on wet rocks. Crabs like wet rocks. Wow, look how many crabs are in this picture. There are so many different kinds of crabs. Let's read over our sentences together again. Notice how they all start with the word crabs. Crabs zip on wet rocks. Crabs sit on wet rocks. Crabs like wet rocks. I see the short I sound in a few words on this page. Do you see it too? In the word zip, z-ip, we hear the I sound. Also in the word sit, s-it, we hear the short I sound again. So crabs really like wet rocks is what it told us. Let's see what else we can learn about crabs. Crabs can grip and grab. Do not pick up a crab. A crab can grab you. Wow, on this page I saw a lot of different words that blended with the letter R. Can you see some of the words that blend with the letter R? We know the word crab does. Do you see another? The word grip. Grip. blends with the letter R, and it also has a short I in it. Ip. Another word that I see that blends with the letter R is the word grab. So it tells us, do not pick up a crab. A crab can get you. Have you ever picked up a crab before? You have to be very careful. When Mrs. Collier was younger, she accidentally picked up a crab in the water and it pinched her on her hand, and it was not a fun time. Crabs can make tracks. Crab tracks can zig. Crab tracks can zag. So crabs can make tracks. Crab tracks can zig. Crab tracks can zag. Do you see words on our page besides the word crab that use R to blend? The word tracks. We are blending with the letter R when we say the word tracks. Like crabs, tracks can zig. It is fun to look at crabs. It is lots of fun. It is fun to look at crabs. It is lots of fun. Ooh, and there's that creepy looking crab again. I almost said a frog because it reminds me of what a frog kind of looks like, with being green and it looks like big yellow eyes. Ooh, what would you do if you saw a crab? Would you be afraid of it? I hope you wouldn't try to pick it up. It would be bad if you got pinched. Now we'll open up our reader's notebook to finish out our lesson. In our reader's notebook, what I would like us to complete today is our words to know activity on page 90 in our workbook. So I'm going to circle 90 at the bottom of our page because that is the page we need to be on in our reader's notebook. So if you need to pause the video to get to page 90, please go ahead and do so. Well, today we are working with our words to know that are also called our sight words. So our directions tell us to fill in the blanks to complete the sentences. So let's go over our words to know in the box first. Our first word is animal, some, why, make, how, of. So what we are going to do, we are going to read our sentence and decide which of these words is going to fit best in the blank. We have 6 sentences and 6 sight words. So we will only use a word one time. So we need to make sure that whatever word we put in the blank, it is its best choice. So let's get started with number 1. As we read the sentence, you will fill the word in the blank, and at the end, so our first sentence, so what we are going to do, we are going to read our sentences and find the word that fits best in the blank. As we go through our activity, you are going to choose the word to put in the blank, and once we have gone through all of our questions, we will go over them together to make sure that we got them right. So let's look at our first sentence. It says, tell me blank you like to sing. Are we going to say, tell me animal you like to sing? Tell me some you like to sing? Tell me why you like to sing? Tell me make you like to sing? Tell me how you like to sing? Or tell me of you like to sing? Now remember, we can only use a word one time, so we want to make sure we choose the word that fits best in the blank. So tell me blank you like to sing. Choose one of our words to know and write it in the blank. Number 2 says, the bug can blank a hut out of mud. Which word is going to fit best in the blank? The bug can blank a hut out of mud. Animal, some, why, make, how, of. The bug can blank a hut out of mud. And if you need to pause the video to continue working, please go ahead and do so. Number 3 says, Bob will go with blank friends. Bob will go with blank friends. Will we say Bob will go with animal friends, some friends, why friends, make friends, how friends, of friends? Bob will go with blank friends. Choose a word from the box and put it in the blank. Which word completes the sentence best? Number 4 says he can tell you blank to bat. He can tell you blank to bat. What word from the box would fit best in the blank? He can tell you animal to bat, some to bat, why to bat, make to bat, how to bat, or of to bat. He can tell you blank to bat. Choose a word from the box and put it in the blank below. Number 5 says, 6 blank, the bags are full. 6 blank, the bags are full. Would we say 6 some the animals are 6 animal the bags are full? 6 some the bags are full? 6 why the bags are full? 6 make the bags are full? 6 how the bags are full? 6 of the bags are full. Write the word from the box that fits best in the blank for number 5. 6 blank, the bags are full. And for our last one, number 6, says, what blank do you have as a pet? What blank do you have as a pet? What animal do you have as a pet? What some do you have as a pet? What why do you have as a pet? What make do you have as a pet? What how do you have as a pet? Or what of do you have as a pet? Choose the word from the box that fits best in the blank. Make sure you have all of these filled in because we are about to go over them together. Now let's go over your answers together to make sure we chose the right word to complete the sentence. For number 1, we should have said, tell me why you like to sing. So in the blank, we should have put the word why. Tell me why you like to sing. Number 2, we should have said, the bug can make a hut out of mud. So in the blank, we should have put the word make. The bug can make a hut out of mud. Next, we should have said, Bob will go with some friends. In the blank, we should have the word some. Bob will go with some friends. How are you doing so far? If you need to pause the video to erase any corrections, If you need to pause the video to erase any of these answers and make a correction, go ahead and pause the video. Number 4, we should have said, he can tell you how to bat. So in the blank, we should have wrote the word how. He can tell you how to bat. And number 5, it says 6 of the bags are full. So for number 5, we would write the word of. 6 of the bags are full. And number 6, we should have said, what animal do you have as a pet? So in the blank, we should have wrote the word animal. What animal do you have as a pet? So our words we wrote were why, make, some, how, of, animal. After you have completed your Reader's Notebook worksheet, which we just did, then you are all done with your reading lesson for today. Be sure to be logging on to Imagine Learning to be completing your practice activities if you are not in a live session with me today.